All right, so now let's talk about week 19. Week 19, what we did with week 19 is no new exercises, but what happened was, because of what we added, I went back to my PT after that weekend, and I told her, I said, hey Kathleen, you know, this is getting to be a lot of volume for one long workout. What do you say we cut this in and split this into two separate workouts? And she said, that's already what I was planning to do, what she was planning to do. So in week 19, we took the whole routine and split it into two different workouts. So what that means is 2 workout days, day 1, day 2. And here's how it splits up. On day 1, I'm doing all the bands, all the band exercises, then the scap exercises, the protractions or the push-up plus with the Supermans. Then I'm doing the strength exercises are the TRX recline rows and the push-ups, and on week 19 I was at a bench now, which is just slightly below the knees. Bench for push-ups, 3 sets of 15 on those. So building the reps up a little bit, adding some reps, and working on adding the quality or improving the quality as well. Then on day 1, the last thing we're doing is the dumbbell Jobs exercises. All the shoulder exercises using the dumbbells. What I'm doing now is 2 sets of 15 with the 5-pound dumbbell, and I put a fat grip on the dumbbell now for all these dumbbell exercises, because I want to use the fat grip, even though it's not a lot of weight, 5 pounds, but the fat grip is going to just start building up the grip strength and my grip muscles on that left arm, as well as putting more tension through the bicep, because I'm having to hold it with a tighter grip, on the fat grip. So that puts more tension through the bicep, which is just going to help build up the strength, the tendon strength, as well as the muscle strength as well. So that's the day 1 split. The second day, day 2 workout is I go through all the band exercises, just 1 set of 20 just as a warm-up. Then I go and I do the lat pull downs. And on week 19, I'm up to 3 sets of 12 on the lat pull downs, and I'm adding some weight too. And I'm getting a little better on, a little more vertical on those lat pull downs, but it's still pretty tough. The shoulder is still tight, but getting better. Then what I do to substitute for the machine chest press and the machine rows is when I'm here in the Lion's Cage. I'll show you this. I do a low pulley row on the cable, and then I use the blast strap to do incline push-ups. And so, I'm at an incline about like this. So doing push-ups rather than the chest press machine, because I don't have a machine. Plus the blast straps gives you that dynamic stability factor that you have to use to keep your body tight and the shoulder tight. Using the straps, it's a lot more unstable. And then on day 2, I finish with bicep and triceps. I do my arm exercises. On the biceps now, I'm doing dumbbell curls. I'm doing 5-pound dumbbells with the fat grip, and I'm doing 5 sets of 20. And my PT tells me just do 3 sets of 10 to 20. But when I come here and do them on my own, I do 5 sets of 20 because I want to do 100 reps. That's just my thing. I want to do 100 reps to build up that tendon strength. It's not heavy weight, but it's a lot of repetitions, and that's going to build the tendon strength and the connective tissue strength a lot better by doing more volume. Then, okay, so that splits the workout into those 2 days. Last weekend, from now, like I said, this is week 20, but I'm giving you the week 19 review. Last weekend, I also, in addition to my shoulder rehab, I went down to, well, let me put it this way. If anybody out there, if any of you guys are familiar with Joe DeFranco and DeFranco's training, and Jim Smith of Diesel Crew, they have their CPPS certification. It's CPPS, which is Certified Physical Preparation Specialist. It's a 2-day weekend seminar and certification and workshop with a lot of hands-on. And so I went and participated in that down in Encinitas, California at the SealFit headquarters, which was amazing. It was so awesome. It was so amazing. what I was able to do down there was I got push-ups on the floor for the first time. I got 5 good push-ups on the floor, and that was at the end of week 19. That was last weekend. 5 push-ups on the floor. What I could not do was kettlebell swings, because that was part of the program, was to work on kettlebell swings. I could not do kettlebell swings, not even with a light 20-pounder, because just too much tension and too much pull on the shoulder. So I couldn't do kettlebell swings, and I also could not do any type of explosive push-up, because we were on the second day, we were also working on some speed drills, and to do a push-up into a sprint, I just could not do a push-up, and I really couldn't sprint very well because I couldn't get good arm drive on the left arm. But I did everything else, got the CPPS certification. That's really cool. It was really awesome. But here's the killer. I went down a day early, and on the day before I went down to the SEAL Fit headquarters, and they were getting ready to do their Friday workout, their workout of the day, their WOD. And it was a SEAL Fit WOD, and they said, hey, you want to do this with us? I couldn't say no, right? So I said, yeah, sure. Well, totally trashed my legs again. It was a heavy leg workout. You run a mile, you do 200 yards of lunge walking, then you run the mile, then you do, they were doing overhead squats, and so I was able to do a front squat with my sweatshirt padding my shoulder for 50 reps, then run another mile, do a bunch of other stuff, and run another mile. Basically, my legs were trashed again because I don't run 3 miles ever. So anyway, but I did that. So again, I'm explaining all this to show you that even though I'm rehabbing the shoulder and I can't do everything with the shoulder, you still do hard workouts. You work around the injury, and that's my message, man. That's the whole thing. Work around the injury. Protect it. Be careful with it. Don't do anything foolish. Follow the rehab protocol that you're on, but train around that injury and keep your body strong and keep your mind strong, okay? All right. That's week 19. Here's what the week 19 exercises look like, and be back with the week 20 update. Here's the exercise update for week 19, and as I'm looking at my board here and looking over my notes, remember, like I said, this is a week where we split the workout into 2 separate days now. So day 1, I do all the bands, then I do my scap exercises, then the recline row and the push-ups, and then the Jobs exercises with the dumbbells. Now, in week 19 here, I'm adding more reps on my push-ups, and on the recline rows, I'm doing 3 sets of 15 now. And I'm doing push-ups on the bench now, which is just below the knee level. And I'm taking my recline row back just a little bit, but more on building reps on those rather than making it more difficult yet. So that's day 1. And day 2, the workout for day 2 is I do one warm-up set with the bands, and you've seen those band exercises in my previous videos. So I just do 1 set of 20 for warm-ups on the bands because I like the way it just warms up my shoulders. Then I go into the lat pull-downs, which you just saw, and I'm doing 3 sets of 12 now on the lat pull-downs, and I'm adding I think 10 or 15 pounds this week to that. And then here's what I'm doing for my bicep to build these guns, baby. This is funny, all right? Fat grips on 5-pound dumbbells. Yeah. So it may be silly, it may seem stupid, but I don't care really. And here's why. I realize, if you can't be humble enough to take a step back or 2 steps back or several steps back and humble yourself and start building things on a foundational level, okay? Dumbbell curls with 5 pounds and fat grips. Big deal, I'm doing them, and I'm looking at a year from now at how I'm going to be stronger a year from now. I don't care if it's 5-pound dumbbells right here today, all right? So, I'm doing my dumbbell curls with my fat grips with 5-pounders. And these are also the 5-pound dumbbells that I use for those Jobs exercises where I'm doing all my shoulder exercises with the dumbbells. Then what I want to show you here is the pulley rows and the incline push-up with the straps that I'm using here in my weight room here to substitute for the machine chest press and the machine rows. So let me set that up over there. All right, so here this is the last set of new exercises in week 19, and these aren't really new, but these are the substitutions that I use here in my weight room in the Lion's Cage because I don't have the machines to do the chest presses or the rows. So for the rows, I just set up the low pulley on the cable, and I do low pulley rows, and I superset those with the push-ups. But here's what the low cable pulley rows looks like. I just got the two handles. Got the bench here. I just sit on the bench, nice and tall here, and retracting the shoulders, pull the shoulders back, and do a nice pulley row right here. And I'm doing those for sets of 10 to 15, and I'm adding weight. Pretty much every workout I add, 10 pounds or so. And then I superset those with these blast strap push-ups. And they're not true blast straps because they're not steel, but they're my Lion's Cage strap push-ups. And I call them incline push-ups because, as you can see, I'm not strong enough, and the shoulder's not ready yet to go into a fully horizontal push-up position. So I'm just in an incline like this, right about here's about right, and I'm just doing my push-ups right here. And I really like this because, being on the strap forces you to really have to stabilize the arm and the shoulder in a dynamic way, and I think it's going to be making me stronger faster. It's just going to progress me faster. I'm pretty sure of that. So that's why I'm doing these with this variation here as opposed to a machine like we do at the PT clinic. So those are the incline push-ups. And I think that's those are the only updates for week 19 here. So I'll wrap this up and jump over to the next one and show you the week 20 updates. Later.